Hi everyone, in today's video I want to show you false color and the practical applications of false color on a shoot. False color, just to simplify it, is a way to tell where your exposure lands when you frame up your shot. Now there's a bunch of different exposure tools that I use often. There's waveform, there is zebra, and there is histogram, but false color is by far my favorite option because it really shows you exactly where everything is on your frame and what exposure range they fall in. So let me show you exactly how this works. Now I'm using the Odyssey 7Q that comes with false color. So it just has this button here, you press it and you get false color. Some other cameras like the Blackmagic 6K Pocket Cam also have that built into the camera. Some other cameras don't. For example, the FS7 doesn't have that built in, so I usually use an external monitor for that. Some client monitors have it as well, so it really depends what monitor you have. But check your monitor and camera to see if it has false color. So let me show you exactly how it works. Let me turn it on here. And right here, you'll see this bar here from 0 to 100. Now, 0, that's basically pure black, and 100 is white. So if you look at this image here, all these different colors show you where the exposure falls from absolute black to absolute white. So that range from 0 to 100 is defined by different colors, and you could see them here broken up in different colors. For example, 0 to 10 is purple. That means all the things here, so let me just change my exposure here on this camera. Everything that's purple here is from 0 to 10, meaning it's pretty underexposed, or is just pure black, there's no details there. So if I remove false color, you could see everything is very, very underexposed. On the other side, you have red. So if I change my exposure here and go wide open, you could see all the things that are red, meaning they're too overexposed. So if I turn off false color, you could see the white are too white, the details are lost there. And then you have everything in between. So let's look at some of the other colors here. Let me step down the exposure here to this. And you have dark gray, that's from 25 or so to 40. And then you have green from 40 to 55. And there's your sweet spot here from 55 to 75, where it really defines where your skin tone should be, pretty much around 70. So let me cut to this other camera here. This is the other camera right now. So you could see my skin tone are a little bit underexposed on that camera. So I'm definitely underexposed on the camera that I'm using, the C300 I'm using to film this. So I'm gonna change that because I'm shooting in log. So I'll have to go ahead and change that in post to bring up the exposure. But as you could see, I want the grays right here on my face to be around the 70% mark here. So I will open up a little bit to make that happen on my face. Let me cut back to this camera here. And as you could see here, in this case, if I opened up a little bit more here, now I'm getting some grays around the 70% and a little bit of yellow, which is okay because it's under 100, so it's not overexposed. But those colors show you the range of everything that's in your image. So every little element, you could put a little bit more light in it. For example, if I wanted to make this camera pop a little bit more with color, I know that it's around the purple and blue range underexposed, but it is a black camera. But if I wanted to put some highlight to it, I could do that with a little light or change my exposure on camera. So that's basically false color simplified in a way that is practical on a shoot. So if you have a monitor or a camera that has false color, in this case, I'm using a BNC from the FS7 to the monitor, and this camera has it built in, I would turn it on and see if it helps you with your exposure. Again, it's my favorite way compared to waveform and zebra and histogram. False color is my favorite way to tell exposure. I hope you found this useful. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I post these type of videos weekly on this channel to teach you filmmaking, and I hope to catch you next time. Thanks for watching.